buy you a beer if you do. Dirty Thursday, everybody, on Grand Forks' best source. Trying to talk Chad into getting a GFBS tattoo at his forehead. Anyway, today, Greg Moore and his father, Scott, in the studio. Greg drives the number 14 NLRA Late Model. We'll be talking with him. Want to give a shout out to Executive Properties for bringing you today's Dirty Thursday.
Are you still putting off that project around the house that's been bugging you forever? Do you think you can wait until spring and call a contractor and have the work done ASAP? Well, good luck with that. Executive Properties has openings right now to get that project done. In fact, you can check out their Google reviews. Aaron says Chris and his team did a spectacular job in the damage to my aunt's garage and siding. Kept us up to date on the progress, and the finished product was amazing. Thank you for your professionalism and hard work. Hey, get that project done sooner than later. Call Executive Properties, 701-330-1273.
And make sure you call Executive Properties, too, for your snow removal, all right? And, it's kind of a coinky-dink. Their Executive Properties is one of the sponsors on this race car, the guy we're talking to today. So
nice.
Yeah. If you have any questions or comments for anybody here, myself, Chad, Greg, or Scott, our number is 701-213-0863, 701-213-0863. Before we get too much further, let's do it. Time for our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. These guys were thinking I should do both, a joke and the top 10 reasons racing is better than sex.
We're going to throw David Letterman out there, okay? Top 10.
Okay.
I think we should do that. Let's do both.
All right. Okay, we'll do the joke first. Here we go.
Joke first.
Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. The joke first. Closest I ever got to a 4.0 in high school. Closest I ever got to a 4.0 in high school was actually my blood alcohol content. Oh, it was tough back in the day. All right, here we go.
I think we all been there.
Yeah. Top 10 reasons racing is better than sex. Number 10, it's socially acceptable to do while others watch. Number 9, bigger cars don't always get the most attention. Number 8, your car won't leave you if you drive another car. Oh, boy. Number 7, you get to use your rubber more than once.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Number 6,
Don't blow it out. Sorry.
Number 6, you don't have to sit through dinner and a movie before you race. Number 5, you and your car always finish at the same time. Number 4, you always know where to put your hands. Mm-hmm. Number 3, you can drive hard right from the start. Number 2, the quicker you finish, the better you are. Yep.
I got these comebacks in my head that are not appropriate at all.
Memories.
Yeah. And finally, the number 1 reason racing is better than sex, you can do it more than once in the night. There we go. Top 10 reasons
Where did
racing
those
is
come
better
from?
than sex. I just look around and
Do
I
you?
find them, yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was funny.
A couple of things. Before we get to the show, there's a fundraiser for the American Legion family tonight at the Texas Roadhouse.
Yes.
Starts at 5:30, all right? They got a new Sons of the Legion now here in town, so check it out. It's for the entire American Legion family tonight at Texas Roadhouse. Starts at 5:30. And this one here, folks, this is one that means a lot to me. Lucas Schaefer got a big benefit coming up Thursday, February 15th. We've got time. It's at the East Grand Forks VFW from 5:30 to 9. Luke was involved in a UTV accident resulting in a broken neck and a major spinal cord injury. He's got a long road to recovery. He's out in Craig, Colorado now at a rehab hospital. In fact, his wife is going back and forth out there because not only does he have to rehab, but so does she. Their whole family, 5 kids. 5 kids, got a long road ahead of them.
And they're active kiddos.
Yes, they are. He's not going to be able to return home for some time. It's going to be a while. And all the proceeds will go directly to his immediate family. If you're unable to attend the benefit, but you'd still like to donate, just get a hold of me or look for these posters, and I will tell you who to send a check to. Or maybe you want to donate to the silent auction or something like that. But something to take note of. All right.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
So we can do it now, huh?
Speaking of Craig, Colorado, he's in good hands because we hunt up there every year.
Oh, okay.
And last 2 years ago, we had a nephew propane tank blow up on us.
Oh.
So we went to the hospital there. So
I think I
I'm familiar with that place.
thought I heard about. Well, Jeremy Kwame. He works on was it Brody Troftgruben's car?
Troftgruben's car.
He went. I've talked to him recently. He went to the same hospital when he was in his accident. He still goes to that same hospital once a year for a checkup, and he said the same thing. He goes, "Boy, you can't get a better place."
Right.
So yeah, our prayers and thoughts are with the whole Schaefer family.
You bet.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
We can talk racing now.
Introduction times.
Yep. First off, to our left, Dad. We'll call him Dad Scott Moore. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Good. First time I've met you.
Yep.
First time I've met you, and I feel so bad because I had actually said this last week to our guest when we had Jordan Graham on the show last week, because I only go down to the pits for a few minutes before the races, and I don't get a chance to see everybody. I just kind of do a little car count, and if there's somebody I haven't seen, whatever. But now that I know you, I will be coming to talk to you more often.
Brittany asked me that too when I was driving here today. I could always call her on the way. I guess it's my dirty day. So I'm driving, and she's like, "Do you know this guy?" I'm like, I know his car.
Yeah.
I know his car. But like I said, when I get off work at 5:30, there's no time down there to talk to anybody down there. So I get off work at 5:30, get over, and I start getting ready to go for the night. And by that time, we're already doing heat laps. So So it's a go thing. So this is cool. I like this.
This is it. And I've been slowly going through the list. I mean, we're going on 4 years now. This show.
No.
And there's still a lot of guys when
still babies.
Think about it. Yeah. And, my memory is bad. The 80s thing again. You forget who's been on the show, and it's like, wow, that guy's been on like 4 times. Yeah. But then we got, guys like Greg Moore that hasn't been in here yet. So there we go.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Popping his cherry today.
There you go.
It's a little early in the morning yet, I'm not going to lie.
What? Come on.
Yeah. And how old are you? Like 19?
19.
And he's only 19.
Wow.
Yeah, the dirty Thursday cherry poppage.
Don't worry, we'll clean you up after.
Oh, man.
Except this time you're going out for dinner afterwards, buddy.
I'm gonna love this.
This is gonna be a dish. No, just kidding. That was so bad. What the heck?
Aren't you glad you made the trip all the way from Bismarck to come
I
here?
got out of bed early for this. This is crazy.
Well, you messaged me at whatever time. It was really early, and he goes, "Okay, we're getting ready to leave soon." And I'm like, damn, it's only like 7:30, and I don't know what time it was, but it was early.
Yeah.
Anyway, so tell us a little bit about yourself. You're going to school, right?
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Going to school in Bismarck for automotive stuff, and
awesome.
Takes up a lot of my time.
So what he's saying is he's skipping school in Bismarck today for automotive stuff for us.
Right. That's Bismarck State, right?
Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
We've done a lot of trainings at that college.
Oh,
Like Hunter Engineering does a lot of trains at Bismarck State College.
I've used the thing they have there, and I might have broken some stuff on it.
Yeah.
I don't think my teacher knows that, but like it's fine.
He probably doesn't know this show exists, so it's okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't tell him. So
I'm gonna let him know.
it's fine. I told him I wasn't gonna be there. I didn't say what for.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Well, now we can't talk about it because you don't tell him now. Because he'll get on there and research. And
Somebody's going to go, "Hey, teacher, look at this."
Look what Greg did.
How long do you have for school, and how long have you been in Bismarck?
I've been there for about 1.5 years now. I got 1 semester left.
Nice.
Okay.
I am gone.
And are you planning on staying in Bismarck?
No.
Okay.
not.
I don't blame you. It's not a bad place.
It's not.
But back to Jamestown or play it by ear?
I don't know. I mean, possibly Jamestown. There's some things going on where I might move to Fargo or do something there. But either go back to Jamestown or whatever else happens. I know I'm not staying in Bismarck though because
it's the opposite direction of which way you want to go.
Yeah, the drive here. Like late last season, I would get out of class at 12:50 on Fridays and drive straight to Grand Forks.
Oh yeah,
to
barely
race.
have time.
He would bring the whole rig up, and
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I got tired. That was just,
I bet.
just a long time to sit there on the road and just think about it.
Yeah, and then you get here, and then you gotta switch your mind all over to do something totally different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get like your mind on racing, as long as there's no like state troopers, you can stay in that headspace.
I was gonna ask him that. Yeah.
Nice. I think
I'm just gonna cruise here at 90.
Yeah.
For the sites race, I was a little late, so I don't know. I was talking to him. I was probably going 90 on the highway.
Yeah.
Just hauling the mail.
Well, I suppose you do the draw then when you get there for him, so that way you can just get there.
Yeah.
That makes. That makes sense. But that's a tough road to hoe, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. It got pretty tasking there towards the end.
Oh,
but
sure.
It's
I
all
bet.
right.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all.
I
My
got a
goodness.
couple of texts. I don't know what Heather. I missed some of the stuff earlier. Well, they can, but might need a blue pill, I suppose.
Well, that's your top 10.
Oh,
That's what
sure.
your
Okay,
top
okay.
10. Yeah.
Kaylee Elizabeth, thank you. Not sure if you saw my post from this morning. I did not. But Jay and Nora Hubbard are allowing us to use their business Sound Decision to use as a daytime drop-off location. That is awesome. They're also donating an auto start and installation for the benefit. Amazing people, and we're all thankful for their generosity. Thank you, guys. Jay and Nora from Sound Decision. Robin Madsen Anderson, morning, even though I already stopped by and said hi. And she also says, Greg and his dad, Scott, always pleasant to deal with at the track.
Yeah,
Now,
that's the first person you see there.
Yeah, and when they say
definitely.
pleasant, that means you're not dickheads. All right?
Try not to be.
Yeah.
And because believe me, if you were, we'd know about it.
Yes, we would.
Then we know who you are.
We would, yeah, we would definitely know about it.
Yeah.
Okay, now you come from California. I'll talk to him about that. But how long have you been racing?
Well, we actually started. I tested a quarter midget twice?
In California.
Yeah, in California.
Wow. Oh, okay.
I've
So
been
probably 5 years old, 6 years old.
4. I moved here. We moved here, and I was still
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
Wow,
So
that's
I would've been.
wow.
Yeah.
And do you want to say the story about when I fell asleep?
First time on a quarter minute going around the track sleeping.
You fell asleep in the race car.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. I was sleeping.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I was sleeping.
Yeah.
Dad's like, what the hell are we doing here?
His helmet is just leaning way over like this, and it's like, Greg. Told his mom, he's sleeping. And all of a sudden he goes like this, and he's like,
I am not.
I needed to have like a little screen with SpongeBob playing.
Yeah, that
Oh, yeah,
gave,
there you go.
that
There
gave
you go.
Mom
Kept me
big
going.
confidence of you driving a race car right there. As
yeah,
you're
yeah,
Some
sleeping.
Mario Kart in there for you, and you're
Yeah.
good to go.
Yeah.
Always race a late model or not?
Nope. So did some of that quarter midget stuff, and then came up here, did some go-karts. I think I started that when I was probably 7 in Jamestown. And then I would have been, I guess, the very first weekend I drove it, I was still 13 doing pure
Yeah.
stocks up in Jamestown, or down in Jamestown, whatever. And won a couple races there. I had some fun doing that. And then I think it was probably me and him went to the World 100 in 2019, something like that. And we were like, we're going to get a late model. Had no idea what was even going on. Just thought to do it.
That's just what
And
you
then
do.
Now
love
we're
it.
now we're here. I have no idea how that happened, but
So how many years total in the late model?
this past year would have been my third.
Third year.
Yep.
Just a youngin.
Look at the support though you got from behind you. Is that
Yep.
hey, we're gonna get a late model for you now.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
That's
I think,
pretty damn
I think
cool.
I only had my driver's license for about 5-6 months
Yeah.
before I started racing late models. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I was barely trusted on the regular street. So
Yeah. You got one of Mike Balkan's old cars, too.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
but he did go into bombers for a couple years in
Yeah.
Jamestown.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
And then
Sure.
we did talk about an A mod or B mod, and he's always wanted to run late model. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
we'll
why
try
not?
it.
Oh, there you
And,
go. That's awesome.
You, the whole California thing, Fresno area, is that what you said? Or
Sacramento.
Sacramento area. And I'm like, really? You came from Sacramento to
North
here?
Dakota.
Yeah. What the hell are you thinking? But tell us the whole story behind that, Scott.
Well, I met Greg's mother in California. I used to work at Folsom Prison, old Folsom there.
Oh, she was she
No,
a
she-
resident? Oh, okay. No.
No,
she's listening. I don't know if she's gonna like that. No, yeah.
No, it's she worked for Human Services and stuff, and I met her, and we had Greg and got married, and she wanted to move. She's from here,
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
and she wanted to move back home. Mom and dad and stuff. So we did.
And how many years ago was that?
15.
Yeah. 2009.
15, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and Chad, I asked him,
awesome.
are you glad he made the move? What do you think of it up here now? And your answer was,
I love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, how about that? We got to like that.
Yeah, that's good. That's a cool story.
It is.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
And the thing is, that was a story that you didn't hear a whole lot of before, but you're hearing a lot more of it now.
Sure.
Yeah.
People are moving from some of the states that aren't so favorable to us,
Yeah.
moving here, East Coast, West Coast, down south, all of that stuff.
So what do you do in Jamestown now, if I don't mind me asking?
I work for the state hospital as supervisor in the boiler plant.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're busy there too.
Yeah, and then I do part-time like a CNA too.
Okay.
So that's, that's
Holy
actually,
crap.
That's actually what pays for it, racing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
Okay.
second job.
The
does.
second job pays for the racing. Yeah.
He won't tell us about the third and fourth,
No,
right?
no, that's yeah.
He won't even tell me about that.
Yeah, those are cash under the table. We can't bring those out in the public.
No.
Yeah.
You a fan of the Big Bang Theory?
Sure.
Because I saw something, that's one of your favorite shows or something. I was creeping him again. Shows he likes, Big Bang Theory.
John creeping is weird because he's not very technology savvy.
No, I'm not.
okay.
I'm not. But it's easy to creep him because he's got nothing on there but racing.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
When they came in, I'm like, do you even like anything else? And he's kind of like, eh. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're a fan of Big Bang Theory, Penny or Bernadette?
Come on.
That's a big question.
Yeah, that's
Well, there's a big difference between the two, if you know what I mean.
Why don't you like compare? Yeah, Amy.
Bernadette.
Put Amy in there instead.
okay. You know,
or
I'll-
Amy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I see you with Amy. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh boy. Nah, I think Bernadette. Oh, I don't know.
I'll just take it. It's all right. It's whatever. Not a big deal.
That's an awesome question.
So the whole deal with you getting into racing, Dad, you didn't race. All of a sudden,
No.
you go to a race and you decide you want to race.
Yeah.
Okay, and you were dead set on it.
I'd say from the start, it was pretty much. I mean, obviously, when I was, 6, 7, 8, I did the elementary school kind of sports, but I never really cared. And then, yeah, I guess racing. Once we started it back up again out here, because once we moved, it was a couple years where we didn't do it. But
Sure.
once we started it back up here, it was pretty quick. Like, all right, this is kind of what we're doing now.
So other sports was pretty much null and void. You
Well, I mean, I was saying beforehand, I was in high school football for like 4 days, like
'Kay.
4 days of practice, and then the motor in our bomber blew up that weekend, and I was like, "Hey, coach, man, gonna miss a couple days," and he was like, "That's okay, but like you're not gonna play." And I was like, "Okay, well then I just won't do that anymore."
I'm not going to practice
I
either.
just kind of left.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then ever since that, it's kind of just stuck with racing.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. Were you involved with racing
I-
before him, or
Yes.
how does it get in your
Yeah.
blood?
I grew up when I was little, many years around racing. Like I told you earlier, with Lloyd Beard, Howard Kading, back in the days of super
okay.
modifieds, back in the early 70s. I got pictures standing down the super modified frame and stuff, Lloyd Beard. And I think a lot of it is living my dream through him. 'Cause
Okay.
I always wanted to race, So
That's why he's mad at me if I suck.
But see,
I love that.
but before racing, his other brother, Bull Roach,
Oh, bull rider.
he got on some mutton busting. That's what his goal
Oh.
was.
Oh, I got destroyed. That was awful.
Mutton busting wasn't your thing?
Kicked in the nuts by sheep is not
Oh,
fun.
no,
that's-
it's the same. I got I got cheap jokes, but anyway, that's for a different show.
I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't like clowns either at
Oh,
that
God.
point.
boy.
Clowns. I still hate clowns to this. I'm not a fan of them.
I'm okay now, but
Yeah,
back then,
yeah. Rodeo
I was-
clowns are the least creepiest, if you ask me.
No, I
but-
think that's a true statement.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, if I go to the Shrine Circus till this day, I can't walk by. I got to put on it because I have a 11-year-old son and he's the same way as I am. Hates clowns, so we gotta walk by like, we're good, Parker. We're good. You can get by. Just walk straight. We're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't go to the Shrine Circus, no.
Well, we had a clown show up, and he got really scared. So a couple
yeah.
of weeks later, we went back to the rodeo, and we talked to him. Me and his mom talked to the clown. Say, hey, can you sit on a table somewhere with no makeup, no nothing on? We'll walk up to you and then introduce yourself, who you are. All he seen was just a face, no makeup or nothing.
Gone.
He knew who he was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I got better because just as a consolation prize, even though I sucked, they gave me a Play-Doh set when I was like 4. That sold me. I was like, all right, they're cool.
All right, you're
I
good.
got Play-Doh.
I got Play-Doh from you.
Free meal,
There you go. All of it. Yeah.
Just munching on some Play-Doh. I'm good. I'm gonna make myself a hamburger.
So Heather says it's fine. Greg John creeps me too. She also says, the clowns at the Shrine Circus are just the Shriners, right?
Yeah, doesn't matter. They have makeup on.
Yeah. Brent Steele says, Greg and Scott, I'm always ready to help this year. And Lindsay said, Greg's a heck of a badminton player. Don't let him lie to you. YMCA 2-time champ.
Whoa.
You stud.
He's just mad. He's just mad.
Do you wear like wristbands and headbands and all that when you're playing?
Oh yeah, I look like what's the dude from Dodgeball?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
there we
about.
go.
Hell
I like
yeah.
Do you have a mullet underneath that hat?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean you don't want to talk
I don't
about
wanna
it?
talk about
Well,
it.
you gotta say something.
There's nothing
Is
wrong
it-
with
did
mullets.
you perm it or something? You a little nervous about that?
No.
or-
It's supposed to be, but I don't like it anymore. But I'm also too broke right now to get a haircut, so that's why the hat's on.
You know what? You come to my house, I'll give you a haircut.
I don't trust that. I'd rather have this.
I don't blame you. My wife made me quit cutting my own hair.
College kid. I'm just gonna keep a hat
Yep,
on.
Yeah.
yep. That's what
I
I
love
do.
this.
Yeah, I walk out. I go to the people barbers here. I used to have hair down to here.
Yep.
And now I've had a flat top hiney for 30 some years, whatever it is. But no, I'm not. I'm not going bald at all. I'll take my hat off. I'm not like anyway. Just shut up. Anyway, my wife likes the flat top.
He gets so
I
butthurt.
had went and got my a clipper, and I gave myself 2-3 haircuts on my deck, and paid for itself.
How big was
you know.
your deck?
It's big.
Oh, jeez.
It's gargantuan. And but
God knows what I'm talking about.
she doesn't like
Mine
it.
wrapped around the house.
Jeez. Are any of these in the top 10 reasons racing is better than? But I'm the same. As soon as I get out of the barber shop, I put my hat on.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's going to be one of those shows. I'm going to have to turn his mic off.
It has happened before. Yeah. No, John doesn't. He's not going bald.
No,
But
I'm not.
I'm the only bald one here. But I just that's a good story for Greg
Yeah.
though, just to say that I just wear a hat because I don't like my mullet anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think mullets are cool, but back in the day, when I was a hockey player, we didn't call them mullets; they were Canadian. You called it Canadian. And now it's like a Joe Dirte.
Yeah.
Ooh, dog.
Yeah. How long is it tucked underneath the hat?
No, it's just slicked back. It's
Yeah.
got to be professional underneath, even if people don't see it. It's slicked. I mean, come on.
Sits
now.
there with his comb in the mirror and just
Yeah.
pushes it back.
Yeah.
So you got to be like a chick magnet then.
No.
No,
No.
No, not even close. No.
No.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, not right now.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
He says that because I'm here.
No,
Let me step out.
Yeah, we know you're all doing whatever over
I'm
there.
scholarly. I'm focusing on school.
Oh, no, that is the first time
No.
I've ever heard that on Dirty Thursday. I'm scholarly.
That's such a bullshit answer. That's
How could you tell? That's crazy.
just because you got really close to the mic, like I'm scholarly, I'm paying attention to school. Yeah, F you, buddy. I know.
When I'm not skipping school to come on Dirty Thursday, right?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
I love it.
Just if you do, make sure you meet her at the racetrack.
Okay.
All right?
That
'Cause
way
then
she
they,
knows what
they
she's
know what they're
getting
getting
into.
into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Lindsay says, "Who is this Lindsay? She seems to know everybody."
Is it a
Hockey
guy? I
here.
think it's a guy.
Okay.
Is it a guy?
Yeah.
He races late models.
Lindsay? Yeah, okay.
How do I know
Yeah,
that?
he went to the
Yeah, he went to the Dome.
dome too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's his car number?
32.
Yes, I do know that one. Yep.
Yep.
He's not gonna like that you just asked if he was a kid. Too. He's probably
He's lying to you. He
That
has
was-
Tinder gold subscription for sure. Oh, Heather would know.
They have a gold subscription.
Yeah. Women wear makeup too. Are you scared of women? Holy.
Sometimes, well, no, because it's done right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think sometimes you can have these shows and start talking about something and just look back at this monitor and be like, oh, yeah, good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He's lying to you. Yeah. Just for the record, I didn't ask if it was a girl. That one did.
okay.
Okay.
Well, whichever one it is, he's gonna know. So he'll probably be here in about half an hour.
That's funny.
You know, I'm looking at my notes.
Yeah. What you got, buddy?
Signed a big sponsorship deal with Executive Properties, didn't you?
I did.
That's awesome.
No, it wasn't that big, but we want to get it bigger for him.
Sure.
Yep. So he's going to go meet with that guy today for lunch when he's done here.
I love it.
Yep. So tell him we said you got to give him a little more money.
Well, I thought about bringing up the idea if he gives us enough, then we'll just like have the logo as the side of the car. We'll like cut the body out to like the shape of a house.
Oh,
I think that would look kind of cool, like those big. Those
I don't
big,
think your dad likes this idea at
he's
all.
looking at like you
You're
what?
gonna cut the side of the body as a house.
Yeah, like
What's your pitch of your roof gonna
his
be
logo.
for aerodynamics?
I don't know. I'm not an aero guy. I don't know these things. I didn't go that far into it.
Yeah.
By the way, Executive Properties, great company.
Good people.
Yeah, I was actually, when he said that he was sponsored, it was actually, he kind of put the bug in our ear to get you on the show. So thank you very much, Chris. I'm glad because, Greg was way overdue. 22 events in 2023, 2 top 5s, 8 top 10s. You're still very, very young and new at this.
Yes.
If you were to grade your year last year, what would you give yourself for a grade? Because you were running good. I mean,
Yeah, it's just there's some bad luck and stuff. I'd say I'm gonna be hard on myself. I'll give myself like a C+. It's kind of middle of the road. I think for me, I can do a lot better consistency wise, but I mean, from where I was 2 years ago, I know I've gotten better since then. I'm sure Ryan Corbett can attest. I kind of turned into a waste management dump truck driver in one corner and almost put him in the fence, and he was not happy with me about that.
yeah.
But, I mean, at least I know I have a different career path if something happens. I can drive dump trucks for a living.
Yeah, you could drive for him.
Yeah,
he owns a bunch of trucks. Good guy. Now, but here's the thing.
Hey, but still, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It is. People think, well, gee, 3 years, damn, I want to read. These people don't know what they're talking about. It's not easy to do. And here's the thing.
Definitely in this class.
Yeah, and how many years where we have seen somebody, because we follow these guys like you from the beginning, from their start, and you go through everything with them, and especially when they're here. But how many times have we seen somebody, it's like, they're going to get their first one.
Yeah.
It's going to, and you're rooting, and you're going, come on. Half a second is all it takes, and you go from first to third, or luck. There is so much luck involved with this sport that people don't realize it. All the way from what could happen in front of you, what could happen beside you, behind you, to your draw.
Yep.
I mean, there's just so many things involved. It's like you got to have the perfect, the storm and the feng shui and the yin and yang and all of that crap.
Without a doubt.
Got to be together at one time to get that first one. But then, believe me, when you get the first one, it does seem like they come a little easier.
Well, I think then you get more in tune to the car too. Like I said, I know the car, so I've seen you on the track. I watch you going around. I mean, I do understand that sometimes bad luck is not good luck, no luck at all, right? You'll be on the top half of the track, something happens below you, it pushes right up into you. I've seen that happen with you. But yeah, I tell you some things though. You could definitely tell the experience is getting there.
Oh yeah.
And this is not a car that you got it from Mike Balkin. Great. He's probably set up pretty good.
Oh, he helps us out.
Oh, he's awesome guy.
Yeah.
Awesome guy.
But Greg missed his first win by a car length in Dickinson.
Oh, it was the worst slider you've ever seen attempted. I don't know. And before, in test and tune, this was in Dickinson, and I know we're getting off topic, but
no, don't go. That's
That's what this show's about.
And
we're never on topic.
It was supposed to be like a special show, so they really wanted to get it in. There was rain, off and on, and right before they
was this last year?
Yeah, this past year.
Okay.
And right before they let us out for hot laps, it downpoured for like 10, 15 minutes, and then it was just basically like, it was very minimal work, and they're like, all right, we got to get going because there's more rain coming. So they let us out on the track for hot laps. First time into 3, car didn't want to turn, so I just cranked it all the way left, and then I hit a slick spot, and it did turn a lot. And I ended up bonsaiing through the infield, but I also didn't know they had like a BMX track on the infield, so I was just
you hit the whoopties.
I was going. I thought I was gonna die.
He hit the whoopty-whoops.
Yeah, But
that was a triple. You were supposed to take them all 3 at once.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I wasn't going fast enough. But it's all right.
that's all right.
But I would say on these late models, since it's new to us, is the setups.
Sure.
His rookie year, I remember him going out there and the car wasn't running that good. So I made all these adjustments, not knowing what I was doing. Well, he goes out there and the car's running like crap.
Yep.
Well, sorry, Greg, I did this and did that.
Sure.
I threw everything at this car, not knowing what I was doing. So now it's like he goes, you do not touch the car.
Yeah.
I will go out there. I will tell you what to do.
Yeah.
You sit right there. And so I make adjustment. And I have seen the improvement that we have done.
Sure. And now when you got the car, did it come with notes?
Yes.
Yeah,
did.
yep. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
a black diamond car, so we kind of have the baseline stuff from them. So
And that's amazing that people do that nowadays. You know, if you sell a car to a competitor, they give you the notes like, hey, this is what we did
Yes.
on this one.
Yeah.
So now search your guys' whole book of notes on that car as well.
Right.
So
I mean, that's like when we had Tucker Peterson on here.
Yeah, he sold the street stock, right?
Yeah, and he said he really thinks the guy wanted the car for the notes. He said because they take such good notes. He goes, I really think they wanted it for the notes more than they did the car. And even though it's won about 100 features, you know.
that's just it. Yeah, they want to figure out what they're doing wrong.
yeah,
So,
and I mean, when we bought it from Mike, that was kind of the thing was that we knew, we had talked, and he offered help, and I knew, especially the first year, was probably going to be rough to watch.
Sure. Yeah, but
But over time, I knew, and there's still a lot of just basic kind of setup things that we don't have to like even change stuff. Like we don't have anything to really work on shocks yet.
yeah, right.
And that's a massive deal. So I've noticed, once we get that, I think it'll be better. But I've noticed throughout the season as the shocks, just when you have to like readjust a little bit or whatever, I've noticed we've gotten a little bit worse as the season goes on because they're a little more out of whack.
Yep.
But I mean, once we get little things like that kind of set up and get stuff consistently running right, I think it'll
And you know,
yeah, it takes time.
yeah, and we've said this a billion times. There's really not anywhere to go practice a thing called dirt track
God,
racing.
I know.
I mean, there's outdoor rinks. If you're a hockey player, everybody's got a basketball hoop in their driveway. You don't just go practice dirt track racing unless you really have a lot of money. You know.
Well, and especially saying where he came from. He was doing quarter midgets, then he was doing go karts. So then you're doing pure stocks and bombers, and then you jump into a car that's weight different. It's completely different from what you're used to driving.
Yeah.
To a whole new level.
That whole first year, that was also one of those dump truck things. I was trying to drive it like a pure stock still.
Sure.
So just whipping it into the corner, but with that, it's just like if you whip it in that hard, you're just looking at the outside of the
Well,
track.
you
at
got
that
to
point.
figure his first year was a rookie year, and then last year or year before 6 races.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then this year full, and finishing 6.
That's big.
That's pretty damn good.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I've only had maybe 50 nights.
Yeah.
in the late
Yeah,
model.
not a lot.
Yeah.
So-
Tim, I can never. Kuyawa?
Jawa.
No, that's how it's spelled.
Wow.
It's nothing like I talk to him all the time too at hockey games, but he's the Lake Cameron ice racing champion.
Oh, yeah.
We've got his picture on the wall here somewhere.
Behind the
I
TV.
can't wait, and I will be getting a hold of those guys here soon. They're supposed to fire it up here in the next week or two.
Yeah.
Finally got good ice conditions. Great addition to the late model class. Good folks. That's coming from Tom Corcoran. And I tell you what, Tommy Corcoran, good, bad,
That's a hell of
ugly, or
a hell
cute.
of a compliment. Right
Yeah,
there.
it is. He doesn't hold back any punches. If he thought you were not a good addition, he would probably text it and say, "These guys suck. What are they doing here?"
Yeah, need to work. Need
No,
work.
but when Tom Corcoran says it's a great addition to the late model class, good folks, you got to take that. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Especially
everybody.
from him, right?
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
he's probably 1, 2. You could probably go down. He's a one-man show. The
Yes.
guy does everything by himself.
Yes, he does.
He could probably go down. So you could probably ask him a question or two, and he's definitely one to help.
We have
Yeah.
a lot, talk to him, and that comment there just means a lot to us.
Yeah, Tommy's an open book. I mean,
yeah.
he has so much he can give the sport that somebody just ask him. He's a great guy.
Yep,
You
yep.
know, he even he was out to lunch one time at the Blue Moose, and I was sitting there like, I want to say hi to him, but I don't want to bug him. He's with family. Well, he stopped and said hi to me. Like, he's a wholesome dude that I love talking to so much, and he always says hi. It's an amazing guy. So, Tommy, thanks for watching all these times, buddy.
He's probably been on the show. God, I bet you it's a toss-up, but I bet you he's probably been on the show more than just about anybody has as a
Right.
guest.
Yeah.
We love having him in. If I have somebody cancel, I could call him or text him probably the morning of, and if he doesn't
Sure.
have anything, he'd drop everything and come.
Yep,
I mean,
great
he really
addition
would.
to this, to everything that he does, and he helps all the younger generations like yourself to come up on this thing because he's one that doesn't want to see this thing die either.
Sure.
You know,
right.
we want to see tracks revived, not everybody kind of lose hope and stuff. So this is so cool to hear those things, and when you're walking down and you hear like the guys, Brad Sangs and stuff. Hey,
Yes.
great run. You know,
Yep.
how does that make you feel?
I mean, it feels pretty good. I mean, I told him something that makes everybody else feel dated before we started, but I won't say it again. But just having people like that, I've watched them since I was a kid,
Right.
and never really got to travel much, but you always had the late model special and the Stampede in Jamestown, and those are the only two that I made sure to get to.
Hell, Tom Corcoran, your dad was probably watching him when he was a kid. No. Yeah. Had to put that out there, Tommy. Sorry.
Well, I don't know. Should I say the thing I told you that kind of dated everybody?
Go ahead.
So the year, I was just thinking of this because the year I really got into it was the year Strand won the national championship for Wayzata, and I was just going into 6th grade when it happened.
It's like when I hire these damn kids nowadays, and like, give you your birth date, and they tell me like 99. I'm like, what? Like, stop. No, no.
I'm 04.
04. Like, I have two guys that are 05. 04s, yeah. They just graduated high school.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I have shirts from 04.
Yeah, I bet you do.
It's mile racing shirts. Yeah.
I mean, guaranteed. So
I probably do too. I don't know if they'd fit very well at this point, though.
Well,
no, they look like Under Armour now.
Yeah.
Mild racing leathers don't fit very well either. How many years for T1? Eric's wondering. A while back in racing snowmobiles, you wore leathers.
wore
back
leathers?
In the day. Oh yeah, leathers.
that'd have been heavy.
No, I don't know. They were warm, really warm. I didn't.
John used to race snowmobiles back in the day.
Yeah, it's dumb. How many years for T1? Tom Corcoran's still watching us. He said, "Be nice." I still have shirts from 2003. He says. Heather says, but how many years for T1, Tommy? If you're listening, how many years will it be this year?
Go ahead and knock that off for us, Tommy, if you could.
And let's take a little break here. All right,
you got it.
Boy, I tell you what, this is fun. Dirty Thursday. Greg Moore and his dad Scott Moore here, along with the Bullring boys. Of course, the driver of the 14 NLRA Late Model. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Just talk a little bit about them. You know, life never seems to slow down, especially when we're talking about racing, right? Everybody needs everything to be done. Like yesterday, same thing with oil changes. Nobody wants to take the 3-4 hours it takes to go wait in line to get your oil changed. Go to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. That's where I go. I don't think I've ever been there longer than 20 or 25 minutes. Most of them are done in about 15. They can do transient coolant flushes, tire rotations, and batteries. When I go to get my oil change, I don't even get out of my truck. What they do is they top off my fluids, they check my tires, battery, lights, wipers, cabin air filter, and they change my oil. If you're a fleet owner, you're going to get a discount. If you're the military, you will get a discount. They can text and email invoices and coupons too. And mention Grand Forks Best Source. $10 off your oil change if you do. Monday through Saturday, they're open, no appointment needed. Pickup and delivery available if you live in the Forks, too. Tell you what, a complete oil change and much, much more. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, 3325 South 38th Street. Make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source.
Great people.
Yeah,
right
they
there.
are.
They are great people.
The only time I ever get out is if I get out to talk to management, just to say hi, BS, things like that. So
talked to him yesterday. Great guy. Ben Mork does a great job over there. Love him. Good guy.
Okay, we did get a reply from Tom Corcoran. Season 55 coming up.
Wow. Greg, you could totally break his record.
Man.
I mean, you're 19 years old right now.
I don't know. I already wake up and my back hurts. So
you're such a puss.
Just, How many back surgeries you had?
2.
I've had 2. Come on,
you just gotta get
man
better
up.
at lifting stuff. Lift with your butt.
Yeah, you see this thing on the front half of my body though? That's called a belly. That shit don't work.
I had one of those. Don't worry.
You had one.
Yeah, I've been trying to get rid of it.
Yeah. Well, it happens when you're a broke college kid. You can't afford food either.
Yeah.
You ever heard of ramen?
Yeah, actually, it's
good
pretty
stuff.
good stuff. Honestly. It's pretty good stuff. You start to have it enough, you kind of start experimenting with it.
Right. You throw some other things in there. You know.
Yeah.
Look at your cupboard. What kind of spices you have?
You gotta empty the fridge before stuff goes bad.
Hey, my first radio job I took, I was so broke. I was living in Mayville, North Dakota. I was so broke, I opened up a can of kidney beans and threw them in a pot, tried to warm them up to eat them.
Yeah.
You ever eat just plain kidney beans?
No.
God awful.
Yeah.
God awful. I was just thinking about that. We were talking about dating ourselves. Season 55 coming up. I was 3 when Tom started racing.
I wasn't even born.
I was 4.
You were 4. Yeah.
And we're not.
You were just a twinkle up below there.
I don't even know if I was at that point yet.
No.
Well, you know what? And he doesn't even look the age.
No, he sure doesn't. He does not.
Doesn't.
And
Tom, pop your balloon, would you please? Because your head must be getting pretty big right now. I was talking about you. We're supposed to be interviewing Greg Moore.
This is my thing, Tom. Come on.
Yeah, this is Greg's time to shine.
Well, in 50 years we will.
Yeah,
there you go.
When you get to year 55, we'll talk about you till the world's end.
I got to win one of these things once, and then
It's coming, man.
It's coming.
It's
coming. Don't worry
And I
about it.
think-
Keep plugging away.
Do it in Grand Forks, man. Those are the best interviews I ever do. Honestly.
Oh,
Best interviews by far, first time winners. The emotion is actually raw and real, and you actually, I've teared up on some of them down there just because of people.
Sure.
Even if guys haven't won one, they win again. I always look at Bobby Martin's first win back in a sprint car when he came back and won after so many years, and that was emotional as all get out. And just those things happen, and you'll get there. Obviously, you can see the car moving well, and you're doing everything right, and you're just learning. You're on what, year 4? Going in year 4 right now. I mean, seriously, dude, you
still awfully new at it.
and it's awesome for you, and I hope you understand and realize the support you have back home and what he does. Because shit, man, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge, and it's gonna get bigger, and you're only gonna get better. Trust me.
I think the support we have there at the track with all the other racers is a big.
Isn't that awesome?
big
Yeah,
one.
until you win.
Yeah.
You win that first one, you might not get this as much support
Then
from all
they'll
these
say,
great
"Screw
guys.
ya." Yeah.
Like Strand and even Brad and Tom and Brody and all them. I mean, the support we get with everybody, for being young, racing and racing clean.
Yeah.
And,
That's a huge deal there
It
too.
is.
You 100%. You just if you race clean and respectful, you're gonna have so much more people come like, hey, you know what? We can help you do something.
Sure.
And we always talk about it a lot in this show, and it's about racing family. Because you go to those racetracks, you're there every weekend.
Yeah.
You see the same people every time you go somewhere, especially with the NLRA. You're with the same guys wherever you go. So to go through and see the same people, it's like your family reunion every weekend. And you have fun. And if you didn't have fun, man, you wouldn't do it.
Right.
So this is just, I love these kind of things because how we don't get time to talk, like we said before, right? But at this show, we get to break down, we can go off script, we can, do whatever we want, but then we find out more about you,
Sure.
And I'm going to come at your trailer probably and be like, hey, you cut your hair yet?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think
Harry,
you'll
need
have
new
to ask.
hat?
If it's down to my shoulders, I think you'll know the answer.
Just
I love his
better
humor,
not-
man. This is hilarious.
Just do not make me this promise right now. All right.
what? Oh.
Do not put it in a douche knot. I mean, a man bun. Whatever you call those
No.
things.
No.
Yeah.
No, he'll braid it down to his
Oh,
shoulders.
there you go.
No.
Cornrow it like Umdahl did a couple years ago, Nick Umdahl. I'm like, no, man, I don't want. I used to try to get him on my show, and he's like, I don't want to be noticed. I don't want to be. And I'm like, you got freaking cornrows,
Yeah.
dude. You're
You're
a
doing
white
it to
guy with
yourself,
cornrows,
man.
and you don't want to be noticed.
Yeah.
Chad Hoff is the best hype man for everyone. Jenny Barnes.
Thanks, Jenny.
We got the Chad Hoff. Now we got the Chad Hoff fan club going on here.
Yeah, I love her. She's awesome.
Chad, you had mentioned when these guys are at home and things like that, but race shop, do you have a shop? Is it at your house, or how does that work?
Yeah, I have a farmstead and I built. a
Oh,
shop.
okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that is nice. Yeah.
That is sweet. So
Out
then
of
you come
town.
home. Do you go home every weekend then?
I try to, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes just.
Yeah,
I get it.
Well,
I
how
get
far
it.
is the
I
drive
usually
from
do a lot.
Bismarck to Jamestown?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hour?
Yeah.
supposed to be
45
an hour
minutes?
15. Supposed to be
Okay,
an hour
so-
15.
So do you
45
live?
minutes.
No, I'll do an hour. I'm not
Yeah,
getting
okay.
pulled over out
Not
here. Come on
not
now.
that dumb, huh?
Well, you better off getting pulled over North Dakota than Minnesota. So
Oh yeah,
you're gonna play that a little bit. So Dad does a lot in that built shop then, guaranteed. Yeah.
Do you live in a dorm, apartment, or you drive back and forth?
I live in an apartment with
Okay.
my brother.
Oh, okay.
It's like 10 minutes or so from.
Oh, awesome.
In
Okay.
Bismarck, yeah, like 10 minutes from campus.
Okay. Now, talking to Dad here, Scott, does he use the excuse, well, I'm in school, I can't come and help work on the car
Yep.
today, and you get stuck doing it all?
You don't have to ask him. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut him off. But yeah.
Ask your mom.
Yeah, that happens.
Just don't even have to finish the question. And Scott's getting ready to answer. And
Well, the
Greg's like,
second you said, does he use the excuse? It's like, I probably have already.
Yeah, he has.
yeah, that's
But it's hard, because racing here, we'll either get a room after the races and then get home Saturday.
Oh,
and then
sure.
Sunday, we'll unload the car, and then he's back at school on Monday.
oh, it's
yeah.
tough.
So
That's
then,
tough.
then I do the car during the weekday.
Sure.
What do you guys?
That's a big schedule there.
Oh
Especially.
yeah. And what do you haul the car in? I mean, can you sleep in your hauler or your trailer or anything like
We
that?
got a 28-foot Hallmark
Okay.
trailer.
Okay.
We were, I think the first year we were in Underwood, I slept in the passenger seat of the truck and he slept on the trailer floor.
Yeah?
Which I was kind of jealous of the trailer floor.
That wasn't bad.
You know,
Put an air mattress on that thing. That'd be a good place.
I was
to
doing gymnastics in that thing trying to get comfortable. It
oh
was
boy,
not-
I guarantee, you don't have no room to return or
yeah,
nothing.
you know, if you're ever in a pinch, let me know, guys. Race night, I got
right.
plenty of room to park all your crap out there. We got extra places. Or extra rooms. Devil's Lake, River City Speedway, Southwest Speedway, I-94, McLean County, Jamestown, all the tracks you hit last year. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, this is a big question.
Probably Grand Forks, honestly. I think
Probably.
well, I mean, if I'm being honest, most of the other ones, Jamestown I've been to enough, but recently I haven't been there enough. I know it's changed a little bit since I've been there even, but I think just Grand Forks, it's already a really good track the way it is, and I'm just there the most, so I feel like it's fairly... I'm still waiting for him to put it in like iRacing in like the World of Outlaws.
Wouldn't that be
yeah,
awesome?
I'm
We
amazed they
push
haven't
Still
for it.
waiting on it.
Oh, we push for it every year, dude.
I check like once a month. I'm like, no, it's not there.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. We were at the owners on one time, and like in one said it's in the works. Well, in the works could be 5-6 years from now. So, but we will let you know because we'll probably see them come here and map out our track.
Yeah.
Like, oh hey, by the way, it's happening.
About time.
Yeah.
I was wondering when Daryl Works, one of our Canadian fans, was
Love
going
this
to be
guy.
texting in. Good morning, Bullring boys, guests, and everyone. Great show. Nice to see the new drivers. Bob and I are doing Renos today. Thanks, John, for saving Bob at the drum last year. Cheers, boys. Speaking of the drum, I've been on the phone with Wes Irwin last few days.
Yeah.
When the Outlaws come up here a couple of times, we're probably going to try to do something at the drum.
Okay.
I have a little deal with them. Scott Nelson, great show, Bullring boys. Scott, one of the fire and rescue crews there.
Awesome, man.
You know, when I asked you about all these different tracks, reason being, Greg, is a lot of times it seems like our first-time winners aren't here at River City Speedway. I know Devil's Lake is very good for
Yes.
first-time winners for especially late models, but have you got that track figured out?
Grand Forks?
No, Devil's Lake.
No, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, okay.
So, I mean, the only time I only raced on it once last year.
Oh, sure. Okay.
And that was my first race back. It was the first NLRA race last year. And I hadn't raced since June the year before because the motor
Okay.
blew up. So I was looking a little sketchy out there, I'll be honest. I had a GoPro in the car, and I will not watch it because it was not pretty. But the track itself is cool. It's just, you know, I gotta go when I'm already in the rhythm of stuff and kind of.
Right.
Well, you
feel
got to get in the rhythm
comfortable.
quick this year because May 11th they open up at Devil's Lake Speedway.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Scared a little bit.
The good thing about them, I think, if you talk to Heather and Nolan, they give a bunch of guys together. They do test and tunes pretty often, as
Yeah,
much
they
as
do.
they can before that happens.
Yep,
So
They
you know,
do,
try
and
that.
a lot of people bring new rookie drivers there. You know, when they have that trophy class, that's another good thing. They'll put kids in cars, and it's April 13th. She's got April 13th must be a test and tune there.
Yeah. Looks like you're at Devil's Lake Speedway 4 times this year.
Wow.
So, and then June 22nd is the big one. That's after the June 21st in Fergus. You have the Golden Hammer 3,000.
Yep.
3,000 to win. That's always a fun one to go to.
Yeah, I haven't actually been there yet.
Oh, you
So,
should. I
we'll
mean,
Where's this one at?
that's at Devil's Lake.
Oh, Devil's Lake.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it there. I
It's a
love
beautiful
going to
track.
Devil's Lake.
Yeah.
Yep.
They do a good job.
Their food there too is incredible. They got really good food.
Yeah.
We talk about all
Part ways
these.
where I have a belly. Just saying.
Food does taste
All we
good.
do is talk. We don't do.
It's not like I get to work it off.
Yeah. That's why now down the infield, you know, they said we can run back and forth. I'm not running nowhere. I need a golf
I
cart or
can't.
something.
No, I can't.
Yeah. You can run. No.
I could see you doing like one of those one-wheel like scooter deals where like the wheels in the middle.
Could you see me coming at you at a wreck or something on
I
a
could
one
see
wheel
you coming at me. I couldn't see you stopping.
Are you
though.
talking
Exactly it. I'm like, sorry, Scott, you got to fix the left front quarter panel on this car.
Hey, I used to have one of those 3-wheel handicap scooters, and I used to drive it a lot.
Oh no, he's talking about. Remember that Greg Conzi has that one
yeah,
wheel?
the little late model.
That's what he's talking
Oh,
about.
those things.
Yeah,
I actually showed my wife those the other day, and she looked at me and like, no.
All true would not. All true would not be looking at the wreck. They'd be trying to find me.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually April 13th is the midseason opener. Mild Winters brings early racing. How about that?
See-
He would break his dang back.
Yeah, Greg.
Brittany.
My wife says right up there. She goes, he would break his dang back. See, that'd be my problem.
Not if you use the car to fall on. It's fine.
Just like, Greg, take me back, please.
Yeah.
You sit in the snow.
Yeah. That's awesome.
We talk about all these different racetracks. Do you have a favorite moment, favorite time you've been in your seat of your race car? And do you remember that? And what happened?
It wasn't in late models, but the first time I won in Bombers in Jamestown was pretty cool. I got wrecked twice. One of them I'm going to say was my fault and it didn't get called on me, but the other one I don't think it was my fault.
Okay.
But I ended up winning. I had just turned 14.
Wow.
And yeah, it was a pretty cool deal. And I think they kind of made a point that I was young, so I think everybody had that little extra excitement when I got there, and it was just a cool deal.
Had to have been the youngest winner ever in a bomber than at Jamestown. Is that?
That's what they were saying. It's close between me and I don't know, Kyle Anderson. races
Okay.
Street
Yep.
Stocks. It's pretty close between me and him. I'm not too sure.
That's got to be months difference then, because that's pretty darn cool to win at 14. You know, there's not a lot of kids we hear about that.
Well,
Right,
And
right.
that was the first week that we had that new motor, and after I quit my football deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did that, and then we won 2 weeks in a row.
Somebody was
So I
telling
won
you
next
something
week.
there. Yeah, just concentrate on racing, kid.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I mean, we had like $5,000 in a motor, and you're going to tell me to choose between that and the $70 pair of football cleats I bought. I think it's a kind of an easy decision.
Oh, very
to
much
make.
Yeah,
so.
there you go.
Very much so.
For sure. Ask about your favorite moment at a racetrack. How about have you ever had a really bad wreck? Or maybe your worst moment?
You know, I've never really had a super bad wreck. I mean, I guess just this past year, I got to probably, if I was a little more in tune with what was going on, I probably could have seen all of Joey Peterson's geometry underneath the car because he was on top of me. But, like, you know, it was a little bit in the moment, so I couldn't get any speed secrets off him at the time. It happened pretty quick, but yeah,
That's pretty good.
that sucked.
Well, what's Dad's favorite moments of watching him race?
You know, every moment is special for me.
Yeah.
I would say his heat race that he won too. You know, there at Grand Forks. The one in Dickinson where I was just going crazy. He almost had that race.
Yeah.
He had it. You know,
Yep,
the first
yep.
one. And the worst part was probably when he blew the motor there at Grand Forks.
Sure.
That
Sure.
was-
Oh,
that was
that
an
make you
owie.
sick.
That was,
That was an
Yeah,
owie.
that just makes a guy sick.
yeah, that's cool.
You know, we were talking about creeping you on Facebook, and it's like the guy doesn't do anything but race. You don't see anything in there. And so then I'm like, I even
his
asked him
personal
before
life
you got here.
personal.
Yeah, but you're
Doesn't even show his hair off.
he's a guitar player.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
50-50?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
How many guitars you own?
7.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you're not 50-50.
somewhat. I
I'm
own-
just
I only own
I'm
7
just
guitars.
I'm just financially irresponsible. That has nothing to do with my skill level.
Do you have any
I love his honesty. Like, this is awesome.
electric? Any flat tops? Acoustic?
I have one acoustic and the rest are electric.
Okay. What is your favorite guitar?
Maybe probably the one I brought with me to Bismarck. It's PRS. It's like a nice blue. It's like the semi-hollow, so it's got like the
Oh,
cut
sure.
out in the body and stuff.
Yep.
I
And
don't even know if you've seen that one. I've had that one for a while, but I never brought that over to his house.
go figure.
No.
Go figure.
No.
Did you name it?
Guitar.
That's just it.
Yeah.
No name for
Guitar number 7.
it. Okay.
This one's Lucy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, a lot of guys name their guitars. What
Meredith.
kind of flat top you play? Acoustic.
It's an Alvarez that my guitar teacher actually sold to me for like $150. It's like
Really?
It's like a $500 guitar, but
Yeah.
he was mad that I didn't have an acoustic, so he gave me one.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Well, didn't give it to me, but
Yeah.
heavily discounted.
Very much so.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you play a lot of the acoustic guitar?
Not that much. It's at his house. So I don't
Okay, because
really-
you
I
know
haven't
you
really,
you sound good on an acoustic guitar. You're going to sound damn good on an electric guitar because
yeah.
it takes a little more. Yeah,
I think that's awesome.
cool. These are just things we don't know about you, and that's another thing why. You know, a lot of the racing shows, all you talk about is racing. Obviously, we don't just talk about racing.
No, there's more behind it than that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
racing's just part of it. Obviously it's part of your life, but it's not your whole life.
Right.
You know?
You get to know the person himself.
It's all, yeah.
Absolutely.
Humor definitely
Yes,
there,
exactly.
100%.
Yep.
You're a great kid that's gonna go to that's been to school, one more semester left. That's cool.
Scholar.
Yeah, you're a scholar.
A
you know,
scholar.
scholar and a lover all together in the same one.
Yeah. And a musician.
And a musician on top
Yep,
of that.
yep.
I mean, dude, this is cool things to know that we never would have found out otherwise.
We might have to get a bigger picture of him. Put in
Bigger
here.
picture.
Yeah, just because he does more.
I got one.
Okay. All right.
What do you have?
Don't worry about it. You'll see it.
I can't wait.
I love it. It's probably going to be him naked playing a
That's what I
guitar.
was like.
We've had one of Dustin Strand in his underwear in here before on the show. so
man.
It's probably you taking a bath when you were a kid.
That's kind of what I'm worried about.
Yeah, and they put a
honestly.
dot where you're, where you're.
yep, a little smiley face.
The dot would be the same size now.
Here, hold on a minute. There we go.
I love it.
Who helps you on the car?
It's just mostly me and my dad most weeks. My brother, that lives with me in Bismarck, he'll try to come out, with his work schedule. It's kind of iffy, but
And what does he do?
he's oh man, it's going to sound like I'm bragging about him and he's going to hate this because he might be watching, but he's a paint supervisor or like paint area supervisor at Bobcat.
Oh, okay, okay.
all right.
At the plant they have in
Sure,
Bismarck.
sure. So he's kind of mechanically inclined?
Yeah, he's I say I go to school for cars. He knows twice as much as I do.
Really?
He never went to school for it.
Yeah.
He's just.
And did he learn that from you, or how do they learn all
I don't
this?
even. I don't know because
He's one of those kids that grew up taking shit apart and putting it back together for fun.
Well, it wasn't. No,
Right.
I don't think it was for fun. I think his truck was just garbage.
Oh.
He'd probably account for that.
That is funny. Okay, now we're getting towards the end of the interview here. I know you got your big sponsor coming here for to take to, and I believe he's taking you out for lunch too, from what I heard. But anyway, he's probably listening.
All right, then.
We asked you who helps on the car. Okay, who sponsors you?
All right, so yeah, we got Chris, obviously Executive Properties coming on for this year, but we got West End Hide and Fur. They help us out with getting metal and stuff. Hopefully, we don't have to use it that much if I can keep it off of the wall and keep it off of other people. But they do help us with getting some metal and stuff. And then my one of my brothers that lives in California, he owns a coffee shop and a fly fishing kind of tackle shop.
Oh wow, what a
cool.
combination!
That is
Yeah.
a crazy
That's a
combination.
hell of a combination.
Well, I mean, if you go there, his coffee shop's in the mountains next.
I was
to
gonna
the
say he
river,
must be
so-
Northern California.
Yeah.
Must be perfect.
Okay.
So he helps us out, Walker Coffee and Walker Fly and Tackle. He's got his fly company's probably the coolest logo on the car. If I'm being honest, it's like a nice painting.
Yeah,
It looks really cool.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
Dakota Engine Builders helps us, getting motors and stuff. And I don't know what you want to call my brother that lives in Bismarck. He helps us out a little bit. He doesn't have a business or anything. I think this year he just wants to have that one guy on the car.
That's what
Nobody's
it
gonna
says,
know who
that
it
one
is.
That is perfect.
Yeah, he's just, I mean, he had some other options that I shot down because I'm not having what he said on a race car. But, yeah, and then, we had Country Acres Vet Clinic help us out last year. She's been with us since we were doing bomber stuff, so it's cool to have her around still. And MW Professional Handyman Services in Nevada, which is crazy because my brother that I live with in Bismarck, he's my half brother, so we share the same mom. And his dad in Nevada owns a handyman service.
Okay.
So he helps me out a little bit. And yeah, I think that's about all of them. And him. He's
Papa Cow's Ranch.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
Because I have cattle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Beef cows, I hope.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Papa Cow's Ranch. That's a great name.
That is. How many head do you have?
well, right now I only have a few. I
Okay.
did have 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Lindsay Hansen says, I'll give Greg a couple $100 to help out if he has some room for 2024. How about that?
oh boy.
See, look what happens. You
We
come
got
you come
plenty
on
of
Dirty
room.
Thursday and people are just throwing money
I
at
can't
you.
door him off the track anymore if he gives me money. That's a bummer.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
One thing I have gotten out of this show today,
Yeah.
Chad, and I'm sure you will agree, is why the hell didn't we have these guys on earlier?
100%. Yeah,
I mean-
we should have had him on here year one of his thing. We've been doing this 4 years. He's racing 4 years. Shame on us, but tell you, we get this lovely time now is
Right.
more than worth
Right.
it to me because it's just nice to, not like I said before, it's a racing family thing, and now we're going to be more into the racing family type of thing.
Right.
To where we see you guys on the weekend, we're going to come say hi to you for a little bit longer.
sure, for
Or
sure.
At least I'll wave on the way to go
Yeah.
because I'm so damn late all the time anyway.
And if you
Kinda
guys
like
ever
you.
need any fill-ins, just you have our number.
Yeah, but
You
you
guys
guys
are
drive
awesome.
like half a day to
Yeah,
get here,
but-
and I feel bad about it. But I am going to put this out there, folks. There are times like that I don't even think about who we should have on the show. There's times like when your name came up, I'm like, I can't believe we haven't had the guy on.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, email us, all right? Local at gfbestsource.com. Local at gfbestsource.com. If you've got any ideas, if anybody you want coming on the show, we'd love to have your ideas. I will do what I can. But one thing you have to remember, we got lucky. He left work. He left school. These shows are Thursday at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So it's not always that easy for everybody. A lot of these race car owners are business owners, too,
Yes.
so they can come and go as they want. Schedule for 2024, you going to hit her hard? Or what are your thoughts?
I mean, if
you got
if-
him nodding yes.
If Lindsay throws a couple more $100 at it, then that might change things up. No, I mean, it all depends. I had, kind of a schedule put together. Obviously, it was before we knew what the schedules were going to be, but I was hoping for around 35 shows-ish. But that obviously depends on travel and a lot of other stuff. But we'd like to do at some point the tour and Grand Forks Weekly and kind of hit it
Absolutely.
hard there. So.
Yeah. And will you be racing more when school's done for you, when you're finally graduated, or wait and see what happens with whatever job you get or whatever?
Yeah, I think so. And I don't know, Lindsay better not say anything. But he kind of knows. I don't even know if I should be saying anything about it, but there's something in Fargo that I kind of got my eye on for a job, and it'd be very open to to racing stuff. So,
Yeah.
Okay, delivery.
Yeah, so they'd be, open to your schedule.
Yep. Yeah. And
I mean, that's gonna be a tough thing, finding that person that's gonna be like forgiving, as you would say. It's tough to find those bosses that are to be like, yeah, you could take off today at 1 every Friday.
Yeah, I mean, it would be Fargo is a little more centralized, but then then he's gonna do all the work on the car or what?
no, I'll take it with.
Okay,
Come on
all
now.
right, and then you better
gotta
have a spare bedroom for Dad.
I gotta if I go to Fargo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he got,
I gotta give him a break.
Yeah, if he
Oh,
goes to Fargo
you know.
and gets that job, the opportunity of the car over there be worked on
Yeah,
Good.
too.
Well, that'll
You
be
know,
good.
so-
Yep. Then you get a big enough house with an extra bedroom for Dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
And keep him happy.
Ugh.
I'll come. I'd come and visit you. My kid and his wife, my grandkids all live in Fargo, and in fact, I'm heading there on Saturday to go watch some hockey. So
Nice.
Is there anything I missed? I know it's getting to be lunchtime. Did I miss anything?
I don't.
No,
I mean, you're kind of right when it's just racing stuff. I mean, it's pretty spot on. So
Yeah, and there's much more to life than just racing
Yes.
stuff.
Oh God,
Yeah.
We could sit here if we talk just racing, it'd probably be a half hour.
It'd be boring.
But if we get to talk more about who you are as a person, which I mean, look how much humor we brought out of you. in
Yeah,
just
where
a
else can you
hour.
talk about mullets, guitars, racing?
People
and-
talking about sex.
Yeah, yeah,
We have
yeah.
top 10 of sex. Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta say, Lindsay only knows that I'm on Tinder because he was probably looking for me. Which I mean, it's flattering, but I
It's
mean,
flattering.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
It was only a matter of time for the closet doors open, Scott.
I said he was looking for me. Not I was looking
I'm
for
sorry.
him.
I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
I'm saving me here.
Your
but
stash tells me differently.
No, come on. I don't know how that got there. It's crazy.
That's a chicka mow. Chicka mow.
Yeah, miracle girl on the
Yep.
upper lip.
There you go.
Carry
trying,
on,
I'm
Trop.
trying.
You're doing good.
Yeah, Carrie Ann Troft Grubin says, great show today. And Lindsay, there goes his money.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's not good.
Now you got to earn it back somehow.
yeah.
Sorry, Lindsay.
You guys, thank you so much for taking the day off,
Thank
coming
you.
hang out
It's
with
been
us.
an honor being on here.
This is so cool to get to know you guys more as more people than just race car drivers.
Yes.
So we appreciate it very much, you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. There we go. That's Greg Morey, drives the number 14 NLRA Late Model. Be watching for him this year. And, of course, his dad, Scott. What a couple of great guys here. And, again, thank you to Chad. And next week, by the way, we have got World of Outlaw, let's see, sprint car announcer, Johnny Gibson. Why am I getting this replay? Here in the back. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Anyway. Well, turning that down then. Johnny Gibson is going to be on the show next week. He will be live from Volusia Speedway, so be checking that out. And again, I want to thank Rumor Sports Bar and Casino for bringing you the show today. Checking that out. And again, I want to thank Rumor Sports Bar and Casino for bringing you the show today. Go check out the UND Fighting Hawks hockey series this weekend. You can go watch UND basketball tonight. It's surrounded by TVs in there. You can go get some great food. Today's $7 sandwich at the side if you're looking for some lunch. Great place. See if you can. I challenge you to go drink a world famous beer tower. Drink the whole thing. There you go. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. We love those guys, BT, Scotty, Jake, the whole crew, Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. And again, thank you guys. There we go. You got her fixed. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Thank all of you people for texting us. Send it back to Global Gym, says Lindsay. There we go. Let's see. 1 o'clock today. Big screens and TV streams. 6:30 tonight. The best sports podcast you're ever going to see. I'm not kidding you. Fork Sports Highway. Bill, Monty, Raven, the whole crew. That comes your way at 6:30. And then Brew Brothers Beer Podcast at 9 tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Have a great day, everybody, and enjoy all of our awesome shows on all day today. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit the notification bell on your smartphone. You never miss a show that way. Hey, the Grand Cities, man, they are pretty grand. Grand Forks' best source is giving them an identity again.